So for 50 years, you've continually read about these industries, even though you have disdain for them.
Yes, I talked about patience. I read Barron's for 50 years. In 50 years, I found one investment opportunity in Barron's, out of which I made about $80 million with almost no risk. I took the $80 million and gave it to Lilo, who turned it into $400 or $500 million. So I have made $400 or $500 million out of reading Barron's for 50 years and following one idea. Now that doesn't help you very much, does it? I'm sorry, but that's the way it really happened. If you can't do it, I didn't have a lot of ideas. I didn't find them that easily, but I did pounce on one.
Which one was that? Which idea was that?
It was a little automotive supply company. Anyway, it was a Cigar Butt.
Is that KMW?
No. This was, I've forgotten the name of it, but it was the Monroe shock absorber and all that stuff. The stock was $1, and the junk bonds was paid 11 3/8%, were 35. And when I bought the junk bonds, they paid me the 35%, and they went right to 107 when they called. You know, it was, and then the stock went from 1 to 40, but of course I sold my stock at 15. But
so what did the article in Barron say?
Yeah, what was it?
It said it was a cheap stock.
Only one, right?
But that's a very funny way to watch for 50 years and act once.
How long did it take you to make the 15 bagger on that?
What?
How long did it take to make the 15x on that stock? It went from 1 to 15, right?
Maybe a couple of years.
How long did it take you to make the decision to buy it once you read the article?
Oh, about an hour and a half.
What was it about that company, an auto supply company, that was
Well,
a bad
I kind of knew, based on experience, how sticky some of that auto secondary market was, and how many old cars needed Monroe shock absorbers, and I just knew it was too cheap. I didn't know it would work for sure, but I knew that I just, as I say, people were afraid it was going to go broke, obviously, if their bonds were selling at 35.